with that boosted attitude, always keep that in the mind. That is the most important thing. The first marks you get in the exams. That is very, very important. So already I have started the practices. Plenty of works are there. Today, I think you have to complete and send me the structure paper, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you send me the structure paper. I will, inshallah, send you the marking scheme. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
So in this order, first of all, we are going to speak about the history of evolution of organisms. Right? It is the tute, it has been given to you. Remember, as I told you last in the previous classes, for the 2024, from 2023, there are small changes. Okay, there are small changes. So if we correctly identify where is one word, one place, small change, so that way they have changed it. If they have changed the entire content, that is something easy to adjust. We have to, okay, microscopically see every point, where is every sentence, line by line we have to read. Every so one place they have made a small change and they have kept everything same. And that small point we have to catch and correct it. So it's a little time-taking work. Okay. Anyway, now unit number 3, first tute is given to you. Rest of the tutes will easily flow to you with the relevant corrections. Okay. First of all, we are going to speak about that history. In the history, what are the headings they are going to discuss? Just have a look on it. Just have a look on it. First of all, they are going to speak about, what is it?
Origin of Earth.
Origin of Earth. Origin of Earth means how Earth originated. Okay. Origin of Earth travels up to a certain level. After origin of Earth, okay. Secondly, they are going to discuss about the, what is it?
Synthesis of early organic molecules.
Synthesis of early organic molecules. If you further travel, they are going to speak about the
Evolution
of biological diversity. In this one only, how the first life came, how it continued, what are the changes that occurred, all these ones are included. Thereafter, we are going to speak about this heading. What is the heading?
Geological eons and eras of evolution.
Geological eons and eras of evolution. They are actually the total Earth history has been divided into several subdivisions. Bigger divisions are called eons. Their subdivisions are called eras. Like that, we are going to handle this particular area. So first of all, origin of Earth. According to the first point, okay, the Earth and other planets of solar system, okay, it is now they are telling due to the Big Bang, okay, they appeared 4.6 billion years ago. They appeared 4.6 billion years ago. That means What is the what is the age of the earth?
4.6 billion years.
4.6 billion years now. Okay. In the beginning, okay, when earth was formed, the earth was, that's just to have an idea, the earth was a very hot object, a burning object. Okay, this picture I selected for one purpose. You can see the early earth, correct?
Yes, sir.
You can see the hotness of the earth. Okay, your note says these kind of rocks were bombarding the earth. They were hitting the earth. Okay, they were hitting the earth. So from where these ones came in, they say they are the remaining components of formation of solar system. So what were the materials bombarding the earth, hitting the earth, bombarding the earth? One choice, chunks. Chunks mean, what is it? Chunk is a word pointing a bigger size. So chunks of, what is it? Rocks. And chunks of, what is it?
Rocks and ice.
Yeah. No, that is okay, Buddha. Okay, chunk. Okay, huge, thick rocks and huge, thick ice. Chunks of rocks, chunks of, what is it?
Ice.
Ice. You know the ice. Now, if the rock falls onto this hot earth, what will happen to that rock? If the rock falls to this hot earth, what will happen to that rock? What do you think?
Get heated?
It will get melted. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Because it's already hot. The collision is also generating, what is it? Heat.
Heat.
So the earth is becoming hotter. So the rocks will be getting melted. What will happen to the water? Ice falling on hotness. What will happen to that ice?
Evaporate.
It will evaporate. Correct?
Yes, sir.
First ice will melt, but melted ice will be evaporating. So, due to this evaporation, water vapor was formed in the Earth's atmosphere. And that water vapor stayed as water vapor without becoming liquid water because the earth was very hot. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If they want to become liquid water, the first thing that would have happened is cooling of earth. Correct? If that water vapor needs to turn to liquid water, what is the requirement? What is the basic requirement?
Earth should cool down.
Earth should cool. So until Earth cooled, it was staying in the atmosphere in the form of
Water vapor.
water vapor. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So through this discussion, we have little entered to the heading that early Earth had an atmosphere, correct?
Yes, sir.
The early Earth had an, what is it?
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere. The early Earth's atmosphere had these gases. What were the materials present in the early or the first atmosphere?
Thick water vapor.
Thick
Little
water
or no.
vapor.
Little or no oxygen. Nitrogen and oxides of nitrogen. Hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, carbon dioxide, methane.
Right. All these gases were there. Now, if you look at this particular atmosphere composition and the present atmosphere's composition, okay, there are major differences there. One of the major differences in the present atmosphere, amount of hydrogen is very, 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 very low. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. And oxygen here is very, very little, but present atmosphere has oxygen as the second most abundant gas, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So they were corrections happened during the 4.6 billion years time. Okay. This atmosphere, okay, in the very beginning, this is the early atmosphere. In the very beginning, your book says it was what kind of atmosphere? Neutral atmosphere. What kind of atmosphere?
Neutral atmosphere.
Neutral atmosphere. Okay. Neutral atmosphere mean, okay, the gases in them are, okay, this is the meaning for this is neither oxidizing nor reducing atmosphere. Okay, the gases in them cannot do to any material any one of this. Can they do oxidation to a material?
No.
No. Now, for a simple example, in your O level, you would have studied rusting. Studied?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Rusting is an oxidation process. The iron left in the external environment gets rusted, mean gets oxidized. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that kind of environment only now present. So the present environment is what kind of environment?
Oxidizing environment.
Oxidizing environment. Okay. Any material is tend to oxidize in this environment. Okay. That can be mainly due to the presence of oxygen. But before oxygen was present, this earth was a reducing environment. What kind of environment?
A reducing
A
environment.
reducing environment. This is earlier than that. What kind of environment? What kind of atmosphere?
A neutral
A
atmosphere.
neutral atmosphere. So, neutral atmosphere means, is it oxidizing?
No.
No.
Is it reducing?
No.
No.
No, both are not there. Are you clear?
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
In the Earth history, this is the first environment effort, first atmosphere was what kind of atmosphere?
Neutral.
Neutral atmosphere. Neutral atmosphere was sustaining only for a short period. The neutral atmosphere was sustaining only for a, what is it?
Short period.
Short period. Very quickly, it became, what is it?
A reducing atmosphere.
A reducing atmosphere. Okay. This reducing atmosphere became what kind of atmosphere?
Oxidizing
Oxidizing.
atmosphere.
Oxidizing atmosphere. Now, neutral atmosphere was appearing how many billion years ago?
4.6
billion.
4.6 billion years ago. Okay. Oxidizing atmosphere was appearing approximately 2.7 billion years ago. Okay. In between reducing atmosphere comes, as I told you, between neutral atmosphere and reducing atmosphere, there was no much time. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
There was no much time. Right. So please mark it down, these points in the tute itself. This was the correction. So since 2.7 billion years, the earth lives as an oxidizing atmosphere. The earth atmosphere lives as an oxidizing atmosphere. Last 2.7 billion years.
Done, sir.
Have you all completed it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So that is the idea behind the early atmosphere. In the beginning, it was a neutral atmosphere. Then it turned to home,
Reducing.
a reducing one. Okay. In the early atmosphere, molecular oxygen level is very low, but they don't fully argue there was no molecular oxygen. At least a little was there. Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. Later, Earth was cooled. If Earth cools only, which change will occur?
Water vapor will become
Water
liquid.
vapor.
Water vapor will be turning to liquid water. Then it started to rain. Rains created
Oceans.
ocean. Rains created ocean, right? From the atmosphere, most of the hydrogen gas escape to the space. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So at the moment, what about the hydrogen's amount in the atmosphere? What about the hydrogen's amount in the atmosphere?
low.
Low, very low, very low. Okay, very low. I think you will study this portion under physics. You will study this portion under, what is it?
Physics.
Physics.
Under physics. Right? In physics, Puta, there is a heading called, yesterday I noticed some students studying in a place. There's a heading called, what is it?
Escape velocity.
Escape velocity. It is the minimum velocity required to escape from the gravity of a planet. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now rockets are going no to the space,
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
right? If they are moving in the escape velocity only, they can go out of the
Planet.
planet. So rockets are designed to travel in a velocity equal or greater than escape velocity. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Point it is, hydrogen gas easily acquired escape velocity due to its lightweight nature. So hydrogen gas easily escaped to the space. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is a connection with escape velocity. Right. Fine. Now, introduction part is over. Please go through once again the introduction part and tell me whether you are clear with this introduction portion.
Clear, sir.
Is it clear for everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Thereafter, now the earth was moving towards the formation of life. Understood?
Yes,
The
sir.
earth was moving towards the formation of life. To our knowledge, life originated 3.5 billion years ago. How much time?
3.5
3.5
billion.
3.5 billion years ago. Life originated. Life can't just originate, right? Okay. The molecules required for the formation of the cell to be available, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you go and see now a living cell, okay, the first life is going to be a cell, that is okay. In a cell, what can you notice? Proteins, correct? carbohydrates, and lipids. Nucleic, what is it?
Acids.
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 Or they are earlier compound like nucleotides, ATP. Like materials can be noticed in the cells. So my question is this: without these molecules, can the first cell be formed?
No.
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 So if these molecules were there, they can be assembled to form a cell. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. The point it is, proteins, so carbohydrates, so lipids, so nucleic acids, so any one of these, they are biological products. They are what kind of products?
Biological.
Biological products. They are produced only in a living body. Can protein be produced without a living organism? Can
No.
carbohydrate or lipid or any one of these can be produced without a living organism?
No.
No. At this moment in this world, the only way to produce carbohydrates or proteins or lipids or any one of these only can happen inside a living organism. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So at the moment, they are produced by what process? Biotic synthesis. What kind of synthesis?
Biotic.
Biotic synthesis. Okay. But think of the early earth. No any living organisms were there. So is there any chance to produce a protein or lipid or carbohydrate or nucleic acid through biotic synthesis?
No.
No.
No. So the only choice it is abiotically, without the contribution of life, those organic molecules should be produced. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me? And remember, that is not possible at this moment. Now, if you try to produce protein or carbohydrate without life mean, is it possible?
No, sir.
No.
sir.
But that time Earth, its conditions were supporting to produce ATP, okay, amino acids, nucleotides, like molecules, okay, without the contribution of, they were made without the contribution of life. Understood?
Yes, sir.
And that is what they call here by the name abiotic synthesis. Can you understand the word abiotic synthesis?
Yes.
Understood,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. So in abiotic synthesis, so many materials were produced. Now here, some ideas they are telling. Okay. Simple inorganic molecules were produced. That means monosaccharides were produced. ATP was produced. Amino acid was produced. Understood? Nucleotides were produced. Okay. Those productions are coming under whom?
Abiotic synthesis.
Abiotic synthesis. Okay. At that time, several conditions supported to produce these molecules. What were the conditions? What were the conditions?
volcanic eruptions,
Volcanic eruptions,
lightning,
Hmm.
extreme UV
extreme
radiation,
hydrothermal,
hydrothermal vents, and
Ah,
alkaline vents.
okay. And this one.
Earth's reducing atmosphere.
So what were the conditions that favored abiotic synthesis? Volcanic eruptions,
lightning,
lightning,
extreme UV
extreme
radiation,
UV radiation,
hydrothermal
hydrothermal vents, alkaline
alkaline
vents,
vents,
and
Earth's reducing
Earth's
atmosphere.
early, what is it?
Reducing
Reducing atmosphere. Right? Among these, some ideas you might ask, sir, what is meant by hydrothermal vent? Okay, it is a, now you can see in the, you can just imagine, like this. In the fish tank, when you bubble air, you can see bubbles are coming, right? Flower like. Yes.
Yes,
Have you, yeah, fish tank. Have you seen fish tank?
Yeah,
yes,
sir.
Yeah, in the fish tank, they would be putting a wire and supply air through it. Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Like that. Okay. There were air, there were wind moving from the bottom of the earth under the sea, where these hydrothermal vents and alkaline vents are arising from. From where these hydrothermal vents and alkaline vents are arising?
Bottom of the sea.
Bottom of the
Bottom
sea.
of the sea. Understood? From the ground of the sea. Among these hydrothermal vent, you can see they are hot heat materials. They are thermal, correct?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, sir.
And other one is alkaline vents. They are basic in nature. Right? So now the point it is, according to my readings, they say, still in the volcanic pits are the places where volcanic eruptions are occurring, right? Volcanic pits are the places where volcanic eruptions are occurring. Hydrothermal vent and alkaline vent are still existing in the earth, in the deep sea. Understood?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
And in these places, they say, still there are opportunities for abiotic synthesis. Understood?
Yes, sir.
In a volcanic pit or in the deep sea, they say still what is there? Abiotic synthesis opportunities are there. So I'm telling this one for you to understand. How much these conditions were contributing to abiotic synthesis. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
So actually the hydrothermal vents and volcanic areas are near. Okay, the places where the volcanic eruptions occur, that area, okay, and the hydrothermal vent area are what kind of areas?
Closed areas.
Closed areas. That means the influence of the magma produces that hydrothermal vent. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Hydrothermal vent is coming because of the heat provided by the magma. Okay, this kind of subjects, when we are discussing, we have to relate things and learn. If we don't relate the things and learn, okay, the each and every piece will be staying separately without aggregating inside us. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that's why connecting the points. That's why connecting the points. Okay. And alkaline vents, you can understand, they are coming from what kind of gases they are, what kind of air it is, what kind of wind it is. What kind of wind it is? Alkaline vent mean
Basic.
basic vent. So bases are coming mean that is possible only by chemical reactions, right?
Yes, sir.
So they say water, that time water, or actually that time water was a hot water, right? Okay, that time water reacted with rocks in the seabed and produced what kind of vents?
Alkaline.
Alkaline vents, right? By all these contributions, who were produced? Organic molecules were produced. From whom they were produced? They were produced from inorganic molecules. Okay. Now, if you take these early atmospheres material, except methane, all the others are what kind of materials? Inorganic material. Water, oxygen, nitrogen, oxides of nitrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, carbon dioxide, all of them are what kind of materials?
Inorganic materials.
Inorganic materials. From these inorganic materials only, who should be synthesized?
Organic.
Organic molecules should be synthesized. The early produced organic molecules, as I told you, among them, there were home amino acids. There were nucleotides. There were, what is it?
Right.
ATP. ATP is also a nucleotide. These kind of molecules were found in the, okay, as a product of abiotic synthesis. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thereafter, these molecules were subjected to what process? Polymerization. What kind of process?
Polymerization.
Polymerization. When amino acids polymerized, who were formed?
Proteins.
Proteins were formed. When nucleic acids polymerized, nucleotides polymerized,
Nucleic acids.
nucleic acids were formed. Remember, the early nucleic acids were whom?
RNA.
RNA, not
DNA.
DNA. Okay. This nucleic acid that formed in the beginning had two features. Nucleic acids had, what is it? This RNA had two characters. One, it was a heredity material. It was a, what is it?
Heredity material.
Heredity material. At that time, RNA was there, DNA was not there. and RNA was working as
Heredity material.
heredity material. At the same time, that RNA was also working as
Enzyme.
enzyme. So how many role plays were there for RNA?
2.
Two roles.
Two. They were heredity material as well they were
Enzymes.
Enzymes.
enzymes. Okay. DNA was not there. Remember, as a heredity material, if some material wants to function as the, what is it? Heredity material. Now, you know the word for heredity, right? You know the meaning for heredity. It is the transfer of genetic information from one generation to, what is it?
Another
next
generation.
Another generation. In that case, our father gave us genetic materials. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
My question is very simple. Did he give the original copy?
No.
No, sir.
He, in his body cells, okay, cells were replicating, DNA was replicating. So, healthy materials, one important feature is being what kind of a molecule?
Self-replicating.
Being a
Self-replicating.
self-replicating molecule. If self-replication nature is not there, it can't be a, what is it?
Heredity material.
Heredity material. So that time RNA was
Heredity.
Heredity material.
self-replicating. Remember, present RNA is not
Self-replicating.
self-replicating. That is one thing I want to tell you. RNA made at that time was
Self-replicating.
self-replicating. Okay. Do you know rRNA?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We believe it is functioning as home,
Enzyme.
as an enzyme. And rRNA functions as an enzyme in protein synthesis. Though it is not directly told to us, okay, most of the places they are emphasizing rRNA is an enzyme. It is in the present level, an RNA working as an enzyme can be noticed here. Clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
present day RNA, is it self-replicating?
No.
No, it is not. What is it? Self-replicating.
Self-replicating.
Present day RNA is not self-replicating. It is transcribed from whom?
DNA.
DNA.
DNA. Okay. Using DNA as a template, RNA are made, and that process is called by the name
Transcription.
Transcription.
Present day RNA doesn't have the ability of self-replication, making its own copy. Was not there. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So relevant points, please mark it down. Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. So remember, all these ones are some type of predictions. Understood? All these ones are some type of
Prediction.
predictions. This would have happened. Don't know. Understood?
Yes, sir.
This would have happened mean still these people are not in a 100% confirmation. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when you are not in 100%, now I say someone has stolen something from you. You are suspecting one person, okay, and you have 90% surety he would have taken it. Anyway, 90% surety mean you have, what is it? %10
Suspicion.
suspicion, correct?
Yes, sir.
That suspicion will make you to think alternative ways, correct? I
Yes, sir.
think this person would have taken, but not 100% sure. Okay, is there any other choices? If it is perfectly okay, then do okay. If you 100% know that you are right, will you go for other choices?
No.
No.
No, sir.
So by explaining everything, okay, they are coming back to this point. Sometimes these organic molecules required for the origin of life would have come to this earth through whom?
Meteorites.
So that is an
Meteorites.
alternative one. Understood?
Yes, sir.
After explaining everything here, these people say all these are 90% only correct. That means 10% don't know whether this is right or wrong, because the people who are submitting these kind of things, they don't believe on the divinity. Understood? They don't believe on the divinity, the God's existence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's existence, creator's existence. So in that case, after thinking all these, alkaline vent, hydrothermal vent, extreme UV radiation, volcanic eruption, okay, early atmosphere, that happened, this happened, everything, telling finally, if it is not there, okay, there's another choice. Sometimes these organic molecules required for the formation of the first life would have come
By meteorite.
by meteorites falling from other planets or outside space, outside. Okay, it's a kind of escapism. It's a kind of, what is it? Escapism. They are escaping. Right. This beginning area is this kind of an area. You have to understand it. Okay. So please go through this content and tell me up to this moment, is it okay? Are you clear with these ideas?
Clear, sir.
Right. So actually, here we are telling this one, the same idea we are repeating, little bit more elaboration. Okay, now we know what happened here, right? First of all, from the inorganic molecules who were synthesized,
Organic molecule.
organic molecules were synthesized. Okay, like that, amino acids were synthesized, nucleotides were, what is it?
Synthesized.
Synthesized. Second thing, what happened?
Polymerization.
Polymerization happened. Okay, among the polymerization, there were some molecules who were
Self-replicating.
self-replicating. So here they are explaining the same story, little more detailedly, like this. Okay, the first step, read and see this step and tell me whether you are clear, because I don't want to speak again in that.
Clear, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir, clear.
Now simple organic molecules were formed. Secondly, what happened?
Polymerization of the small organic
Polymerization.
molecule.
That also we know, correct?
Yes, sir.
These molecules, these organic molecules, they call macromolecules, organic macromolecules, were packed into membranes to produce whom?
Protocells.
Protocells.
Protocells. There is an argument whether these protocells are living or
None.
Non-living.
non-living. That is still an argument there. Okay.
So what are protocells?
Wait. You know cells, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cells that means cells ancestors are, what is it?
Protocells.
Protocells.
Protocells. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So that's why they are arguing cell is the living unit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Then protocell should be non-living. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Cell is the fundamental unit of life. So the ancestor cells, early cells, okay, they were in a position to tell whether they are cells or not. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So leave the argument. The book is not telling, what is it? Whether it is living, non-living, unnecessary argument, but then some biology teachers are holding that one and fighting. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That kind of things in biology, you will meet so many. That sir told that one, this sir told this one. Understood?
Yes, sir.
That kind of things are very common, mainly in biology. Okay. So don't give ears to any of these, okay, things, those kind of things, not only for biology, in anything. Okay, you have to keep yourself, know others, allowing you to confuse. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That confusing nature is going to make a bigger loss to us. Confusion. Okay. Some teachers intentionally develop, what's it?
Confusion.
Confusion. Some teachers, without proper knowledge, create, what's it?
Confusion.
Confusion. Both are dangerous. Okay, I'm telling in common, not for biology. Even chemistry, even it can be, what's it? Physics, majorly biology has more chance to happen like that. That sir told that way, this sir told this way. Okay, that those things are there. Right. So now proto cells were ready, correct? Proto cells were ready. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Inside the proto cells, what was there?
Nucleic
Nucleic
acid. RNA.
Nucleic acids RNA had which ability?
Self-replicating.
Self-replicating ability. So proto cells showed one of the important feature called, what is it?
Self-replication.
No,
Inheritance.
inheritance. Proto cells had one of the life feature, correct?
Yes, sir.
Life feature called inheritance. You know that one. Just having only inheritance, is it sufficient for to determine it is living?
No, sir.
No. Now even virus is reproducing. It has inheritance, correct? Virus has inheritance. Virus has evolution. Virus has reproduction. Okay, but we don't consider virus as a living component. So just having inheritance nature is not enough to conclude it is
Living.
Living.
Right. Now, in the second one, they are further elaborating about whom? Proto
Protocell.
cell. So they are starting like this. Okay. This is Haldane's idea. This picture, under the picture, you mark it down. Primitive soup or primordial soup. Primitive soup. Another name it is, what is it?
Primordial soup.
Primordial soup.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So according to Haldane, early oceans were having so many organic molecules and it was a soup-like structure. In that soup-like structure, who accumulated
RNA.
RNA? Who surrounded the RNA?
Lipid bound
bound
Lipids. Lipids surrounded and they turned to vesicles and they were called,
Protocells.
what is it?
Proto.
Protocells. Anyway, protocells showed how many characteristics?
4 characteristics.
Four characteristics. In them, enzyme catalyzed activities were there. As I told you, the major enzyme was
rRNA.
RNA.
no, don't say rRNA. rRNA, Baba, now. Understood? An RNA working as an enzyme can be noticed at present in the rRNA. Understood?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That's what I told you. You just tell RNA. The enzyme catalyzed activities were there. Who were those enzymes?
RNA.
RNA. It had growth. It had growth. It had, what is it? Replication. 1 dividing into 2. 2 dividing into, what is it?
4.
4. And it had, what is it?
Evolution.
Evolution. How many features? How many properties?
4 features.
4 features. 4 properties are there. Okay. Second thing, what I emphasized to you, it is again telling you, early genes and enzymes would have been home.
RNA.
RNA. That means early inherited material was
RNA.
RNA. Early enzymes were RNA, and they together enabled whose replication?
RNA.
RNA's replication. At that time, RNA was a what kind of molecule? Self-replicating molecule. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
sir.
When this is going on, now already cell is formed now. Okay, now already protocell has been formed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, now the protocell is there. Inside the protocell, what is there? Inside the protocell, what is there?
RNA.
RNA was there. Outside the protocell, what is there?
Lipids.
Liquid membrane cover is there. Now, through the lipid cover, from the primordial soup, certain other organic molecules were collected into the protocell. That means protocell is developing itself. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Protocell is little by little, what is it? Developing itself. And protocells, one of the feature is, what is it?
Growth.
Growth happened, okay, by the addition of lipids to the membrane by the collision of whom?
Vesicles.
Vesicle. Lipid containing vesicles will be coming and joining the outer membrane. It's like this. Now, for an example, now say this is the protocell. Okay. Here rRNA. Now a vesicle comes and join here. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Its contents are added to the membrane. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Due to that, the cell is becoming
Large.
large. So cell is protocell was, what is it? Protocell was
Growing.
growing. Protocell was growing. It will come to a maximum size now.
Yes, sir.
After reaching the maximum size, protocell was dividing into how many protocells?
2 protocells.
2 protocells. So at the end of the growth, at the termination of the growth, okay, it is dividing into 2 protocells. In every protocell, this is a self-replicating molecule whom?
RNA.
RNA. That RNA's copies were there. Understood?
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
Okay, the RNA's copies were there in both protocells. Now again, protocells were growing by the collision of
Lipids.
lipid vesicles. Okay, again it will be coming to the larger size. Again it would be undergoing
Division.
division. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So that is regarding the protocell story. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So please once again go through the protocell story and tell me whether you are clear with it.
Clear, sir.
Clear? Is it clear for everyone?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, right. Remember, when you are practicing the unit 2 works, inshallah, very shortly, I will send the short questions on, what is it? This particular area. Okay, you have to immediately start answering. Humaira, what is your problem? Humaira? மைக்க திறந்து சொல்லுங்களேம்மா.
Sir, is RNA self-replicating?
RNA அப்போ self-replicating, not now. Understood?
Yes, sir.
That time, 3.5 billion years ago, when protocell was originated, at that time it was, what is it? Self-replicating. So can you expect the same thing here?
No.
No. Remember, although this point is not mentioned to you, okay, the first formed, okay, organism, the first formed organism, it had these characters. One character, it was a, what is it?
Prokaryotic.
It was a prokaryote. That protocell finally becoming a cell now, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was a, what is it? Prokaryote.
Prokaryote.
And that was
Unicellular.
unicellular. And that was
Anaerobic.
anaerobic. And that was
Heterotrophic.
heterotrophic. Okay, all these ones were happening how many years ago? 3.5 billion years ago. BYA, you don't write in the exam. Understood? BYA, don't write in the exam. BYA short form. Right. Please mark and keep this point.
Okay, sir.
Answer.
Right. So, all these ones were happening 3.5 billion years ago. They were gradually increasing in number. Okay, up to 2.7 billion years ago, they were what kind of organisms?
Heterotrophic.
Heterotrophic organisms. They were anaerobic organisms. They were, okay, that those two properties were maintained continuously. Which two properties? Which two properties?
Anaerobic and
Anaerobic feature and
Heterotrophic.
heterotrophic features were maintained up to, okay, for 0.8 billion years. They were continuously anaerobic. They were continuously, what is it?
Heterotrophic.
Heterotrophic. Okay. After 0.8 billion years, through evolution, it appeared the first, what is it? Who was appearing?
First fossil.
First, who was appearing?
Organism.
First photosynthetic organism mean Putta, first autotrophic organisms. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's why I told you, up to that moment, their nutrition habit was
Heterotrophic.
heterotrophic, because this is the first time first autotrophic organisms were appearing. Okay, those organisms are similar to today's cyanobacteria. Understood? Those
Yes, sir.
organisms were similar to whom?
Today's cyanobacteria.
Today's cyanobacteria. If you want to see that time photosynthetic organism, go and see the cyanobacteria living at the moment. Okay, these photosynthetic organisms, the photosynthesis they performed is called by the name oxygenic photosynthesis. What kind of photosynthesis?
Oxygenic.
Oxygenic
photosynthesis.
Why
photosynthesis.
this name is given to you? Okay,
Molecular.
given to it. Photosynthesis with liberation of whom?
Molecular oxygen.
Molecular oxygen or oxygen gas, you can say. So they were the ones releasing the
Oxygen.
oxygen. Until then, was there oxygen in the atmosphere?
No.
No.
Very
Then
little.
the organisms who lived up to that moment, can they be aerobic?
Can't.
No.
Not. Oxygenic photosynthesis has to take place. Oxygen gas should be liberated. Okay. Then only whose evolution is possible?
Aerobic organism.
Aerobic organism.
Aerobic organisms evolution is possible. So up to 2.7 billion years, what kind of photosynthesis was taking place? What kind of organisms were living in breathing wise?
Anaerobic.
Anaerobic ones were living. The oxygen liberated. The oxygen was liberated now. By whom? First photosynthetic organisms, oxygen liberated. This oxygen's first use was this. First use was this. What was the use?
Oxidizing of
Oxidizing of iron 2 plus in the ocean. Okay, where was this iron 2 plus?
In the ocean.
In the ocean. In the ocean. In the ocean, there was, what is it?
Iron 2 plus.
Iron 2 plus, they were oxidized. After oxidation, okay, after oxidation, then iron, okay, got precipitated. In the bottom of the ocean, iron got, what is it?
precipitated.
Precipitated. Okay, iron got oxidized. Okay, that is the role of whom? Iron got oxidized by the role of whom?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. This is the role of oxygen. Role of O2. O2's first role play was what?
Oxidization of Fe2.
Oxidization of the iron in the ocean. After it is oxidized, it got precipitated in the bottom of the ocean. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear,
Yes.
sir.
After all the iron got, what is it?
Precipitated.
Precipitated. Okay. Now O2 started to dissolve in the
Ocean.
Water.
water. So water is getting more and more oxygen. Water came to a level called, what is it?
Saturated with oxygen.
Saturated with O2. Let Adan finish. Right? Now, ocean was becoming saturated with
Oxygen.
oxygen. Thereafter, rest of the oxygen started to enter the
Water.
atmosphere. Understood?
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes.
first photosynthetic organism was evolving in the ocean. So the oxygen was first entering the ocean. Understood?
Yes.
So in the ocean, its first work was oxidizing iron 2 plus and precipitating it. Thereafter, it is dissolving in the water and saturating the water. Remember, to this moment, okay, a greater oxygen supplier to the earth is whom? Ocean. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So thereafter, it started to enter the atmosphere. So what happened? Atmospheric oxygen
Increased.
increased. Remember, as a continuity, these people say it had accelerated the origin of whom?
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast. Here, actually, this wording is slightly confusing. You know why? to this moment, prokaryotic organisms are there. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Hereafter only who is going to originate?
Eukaryote.
Eukaryotes. To our knowledge, chloroplast is an organelle in the
Eukaryotic.
Eukaryotic cell.
eukaryotic cell. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
before eukaryote develop, what is the purpose of chloroplast to origin? Understood?
Yes, sir.
The
Yes.
truth it is, they believe this is a special, okay, photosynthetic bacteria or cyanobacteria. Understood?
Yes.
So once upon a time, chloroplast was a special photosynthetic cyanobacteria. After eukaryotes evolved, they came inside the eukaryotic cell and settled inside the eukaryotic cell and became a part of the eukaryotic cell. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So can you explain that part again?
Sure. Now, in the lesson, okay, although it is not there, do you know chloroplast?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You notice chloroplast inside an eukaryotic cell. Do you agree with it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. These people say, not here in the chemical biology book, it is there. They are explaining an idea called this. What is the heading?
Endosymbiotic.
Endosymbiotic theory. This theory says mitochondria, they are no.
Yes, sir.
Mitochondria was okay, early heterotrophic, what is it?
Bacteria.
Bacteria who became symbiotic with the eukaryotic cell and became part of a eukaryotic cell. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Similarly, these people say chloroplast is there, no? It was a early, what kind of bacteria?
Autotrophic bacteria.
Autotrophic cyanobacteria who started to live symbiotically with eukaryotic cells and gradually turn to a part of the eukaryotic cell. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So earlier they were bacteria. Now they are organelles. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Until eukaryotic cells evolved, they were whom?
Bacteria.
Bacteria. After eukaryotic cells evolved, they went into the
Organelle state.
cytoplasm of the eukaryotic cell, and they became an organelle with some changes in their structure. That's why in the chloroplast and mitochondria and bacteria, O3, mitochondria, chloroplast and what is it? Bacteria. All three have what kind of DNA?
Circular DNA.
Circular DNA.
Circular DNA. All three have
70S ribosome.
70S ribosomes. Okay, approximately approximately they have, what is it? Same
Same size.
size. And all of them are self-replicating.
Self-replicating.
So this feature tells us that mitochondria and chloroplast are truly bacteria. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right? This way they prove they are bacteria. Mitochondria, once upon a time it was a bacteria, now has become an organelle. Chloroplast, once upon a time it was a bacteria, now has become an organelle. So otherwise, still eukaryotic cells have not originated. What is the purpose of origin of chloroplast here? Then the question is coming now, where this chloroplast is originating? Inside a eukaryotic cell? Tell me, is it possible? Not yet eukaryotic cells evolved, but chloroplast is originating mean, where does this chloroplast originate? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thereafter only, who is coming?
The first degree.
Eukaryotic cells were coming. Eukaryotic cells were originating from prokaryotic cells. How many billion years ago?
1.8
1.8 billion years ago, they were unicellular eukaryotes. What kind of eukaryotes they were?
Unicellular.
Unicellular eukaryotes they were. They were unicellular eukaryotes. That is already written. These eukaryotic these were unicellular eukaryotes. From the unicellular eukaryotes only, who evolved?
Multicellular.
Multicellular
Eukaryotes.
eukaryotes evolved. Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. When they speak about it, they are doing a comparison between the two types of cells. What are these cells?
Eukaryotic cells.
Eukaryotic cells. What are these cells?
prokaryotic cells.
Prokaryotic cells are present in this world for how many billion years?
3.5.
3.5 billion years. Eukaryotic cells are living in this world only for
1.8
1.8 billion years. So which one has a longer history? Prokaryotic cells. Then who have got more opportunities to evolve? Prokaryotic cells. But if you look for the diversity of prokaryotic organism and eukaryotic organisms are high in diversity than whom?
Prokaryotic.
Prokaryotic organisms. That means though more opportunities were there, success rate, evolution was comparatively lower for whom?
Prokaryotes.
Prokaryotes. Why? Why they say eukaryotic cells are what kind of cells? Complex. Prokaryotic cells are, what is it? Simple. Remember, if simplicity is there, evolution chances are comparatively
Lower.
Even in the human life, in the human life, that can be seen. Now there's a man Okay, it's not to comment about anything. No, no, that's not the idea. So there are two men there. One is a simple man. Okay, he has a single job. He has a single job. He gets salary. Okay, lives in the salary. Understood? Another man is a complex man. Many jobs, many targets. Okay, this kind of a man. So salary comes from different streams. Okay, because he is having many jobs now, many targets now, correct? And lives in his income. Now, among these two people, in Sri Lanka like condition, okay, now we have got a bigger what is it, economical problem in our country, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who has the higher survival rate?
The complex man.
The complex man. If one is not there, another one is there, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But it's true, his life is busy, okay, but he has several phases. If one side you are failing, mean in another point you will pass. But for the simple man, if that job, nowadays now there are so many people living that simple life, right? There are so many people in our country living this simple life, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now the government say they are going to delay their salary. Delay their, what is it? Salary. If their salary is delayed, what about their survival? What about their survival? இதை விட்டு அவருக்கு வழியே இல்லை, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But if this man's salary is delayed in one stream, he will collect it in another stream, correct?
Yes, sir.
So being complex, now some people in you, if you have seen, some people live a complex life. Okay, they have so many targets and so many ideas. Don't laugh on them. They are forward in the evolution. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So what the prokaryotes could not achieve in 3.5 billion years, eukaryotes achieved in
1.8.
1.8 billion years. That is the success of eukaryote. That is the success of a complexity. Are you clear?
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So when we go through it, gradually multicellular organisms evolved. Among the multicellular organisms, algae, plants, fungi all evolved. The oldest multicellular organisms age is how many years?
1.2
The
billion.
oldest multicellular eukaryotic organisms age is 1.2 billion years. The oldest unicellular eukaryotic organisms age is
1.8 billion.
1.8 billion years. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So rest we will discuss in the coming class. Okay, we'll meet inshallah. Go through it. Okay, there are many papers to come. Study well. You need to carefully again and again study, write the essays, send it to me, get the scheme, get corrected. Okay, process should be in the correct track. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll meet inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah, sir.
Jazakallah, sir.
Alaikum
Walaikum salam.
Welcome.